Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Close to Scratch. Today marks yet another day in the 30 for 30 challenge. We're going to be going over something that's completely changed my game, and that is my new set of irons. We're playing the Titleist T150s. We're at the beautiful Eagle Crest facility here in Summerlin, Nevada. It's actually where my home is. We're teeing off here. We're going to use an iron because it's an iron video. 326 to the hole. A lot of breeze today. Very lot of breeze. It's gonna be coming from the right to left. Might play my cut here off the rips to help myself, but bunkers out about 175-ish to the left, 200 at the end of it. So if we can cut it to hold it up against this wind, this might be perfect. Let's play some golf, baby. Chunked the shit out of it. It is cutting a hair. 6 iron. So we got 170-ish here. Wind is really gusting right now. So a nice flighted down 6 should get there. We have about 170 to the pin. That tee shot was pretty bad, but hey, that's actually why I like these clubs. Even when I have a miss hit, it's not horrible. And we're in play. We're still in the middle of the fairway. 6 iron, kind of a ridiculously long club to have here, but something just nice. Kind of a knockdown 6 iron here to keep it under the wind would be really nice, honestly. Thin to win. Has no stopping power, just off to the right of the green, but we'll definitely take it. So we are exactly pin high. The ball cut instead of drew, which is okay, I suppose, but the good thing is it obviously stayed under the wind, which to me is the most important thing at the end of the day. On a really windy day like today, the goal here is to not have really bad scores. That's kind of what I'm going to be cooking with. Anyways, obviously the clubs in hand aren't the clubs that we're reviewing today or talking about, but hang in there with me. There is so much to go over with these clubs, and I really do enjoy them. They've changed my game drastically, and that was a full-blooded miss hit on the first 2 shots. And we're still pin high, just off to the right, on a pretty tough pin location. All that to be said, we have a fun shot. Just got to get it out to the right a little bit. Give it a chance to go in, maybe. Oh, get in the hole. Ooh! Ooh! Okay. I was a little too aggressive there. Gonna have a tough tester on the way back for about 12 feet, but you know, you take those when you can. So this is definitely a blessing. Today it's just me and Stephanie. Stephanie and I. There you go, proper English. And we have the whole course to ourselves. It feels like there's no one behind us, I don't think. So we just get to take our time and play some fun, good golf. Right now I'm just trying to get my aim point here. Luckily I was able to see the break beyond the cup there. Definitely going left to right. Definitely going a good bit left to right, about 12-15 feet putt here. Just going to trust it as about 2 break. Greens feel a little slow today, not gonna lie, but not much more you can expect. It is very dry out here, so just gonna make a good putt on the ball. All right, bogey on the first hole. Definitely an experience, but it feels good when ending up with bogey only on a hole I genuinely don't think I hit a single good shot. That's kind of good. In this spot, this is a really interesting and good example of how I think my game has progressed a tad bit. Well, I hope so. We currently have 2 clubs too many at the minimum, right? But there is a lot of wind out there which can affect the ball. Feels like the wind is even behind us, so ooh, still a little bit in front of us actually. It's about 122. My 9 iron naturalized, I think, goes 145, 140-ish. So the goal here is just to hit a nice knockdown. I'm going to choke up on the club, swing about 3/4 or half swing, you should say, and have it just trickle on down there, or maybe land on the green and just slow down a little bit. Cutting a little bit, way too much club, or way back on the green, but it's safe. It's going to come down, and hopefully we have 2 putts for a good old-fashioned par. Hey, these clubs are just awesome, man. I love these clubs so much. it provides so much versatility, and I feel like I'm able to do so much more work with the ball there. Yeah, big fan. We were lucky enough to catch a little bit of a backstop. Seems like my half swing, or 3/4 swing you should say, ended up being a little too much. Obviously ended up going about 132-ish, 130, something like that. We're about at least 10 to 15 yards from the pin, which is never wonderful. It's feeling like it's going this way for the first half of the putt. Yeah, still feel like it's going this way. I think this one's actually a double breaker, so it's just about getting it as close as I can. Not going to be a rock solid putt here. Making this would be a miracle. Holy crap. What just happened? I don't know if I pulled the putt or the break was way more than I thought, but all right, pin high is what I'm feeling with the feet. Just gonna trust that. Hopefully knocking a good putt. That's a good par. Looks like it was left edge. I didn't think I was gonna get it to the hole, but hey, we'll take a par. As I was just mentioning on that last hole, the versatility that I can get out of these irons and the movability with the club is just my favorite part about it. Right now, a lot of wind behind us. We have about 135 to the pin technically, but with slope adjusted, it's about 128. Wind behind us, this is honestly probably playing like 120, but I'm gonna try to keep this, again, a knockdown 9 just to see what happens. I think I can play a little bit of a natural cut. The ball will be slightly held up by the wind, and we should be absolutely perfect if we play the same shot from the last hole. So let's give it a run. I mean, this is a super forgiving pin location right in the middle of the green. Obviously there is water to the left that might scare some folks. Usually water's my arch nemesis, but I feel great over this ball, especially because I don't have to kill it. I can just get it nice and up there. Cutting so well. Get in the hole for the kid. Get in the hole for the kid. Oh, I mean, I'm telling you, dude, these clubs are unbelievable. I'm tired of this. If you're watching, sponsor the kid, but in reality, not sponsored. I love these clubs. It just, I'm telling you, it's changed my game. Moving away from a game improvement club, seeing my ball do work when I want it to do something and it does it, it's like, holy crap. It's like a aha moment. Like, feels great. It really does. All right, here we go. A shot at birdie. You're gonna play through?
Should I just go ahead?
It's totally up to you.
Yeah, then you don't have to feel rushed.
Oh, that's really nice of you.
Yeah.
Have a great day, brother. Thank you.
You too, buddy.
Everybody's just significantly nicer out here. I'm not used to this, honestly. Anyways, great look at birdie. We are, I mean, 6 inches from being pin high. What a freaking awesome feeling, honestly. Down slope, down grain, and it's breaking left. So I'm gonna put this ball about a foot or two to the right is what my initial read is. And then I'm just gonna confirm that with the feet. Come left. Ooh! A little more pace and that might be halfway decent. Definitely missed on the right side of the hole there. Another par in the books thanks to a really nice tee shot with the irons. It's a good feeling, man. We're gonna go over one hole more today, I believe. We'll save the recording to the next par 4 and we'll hit a couple of irons and we'll talk a little more about why I think these are the best irons. And granted, they weren't cheap, but I think there's other comparable irons that are really cost effective that still can provide a lot. And I'll name those off as well. Okay, here we are, 327 par 4. We got a bunker here on the left-hand side at about 200-ish yards. I feel like 5-iron might be a little too much if I hit it good, so got 6-iron in hand. Should leave myself anything below a 9 on the way in. If I pipe it, that's a dream. If not, no worries. We have clubs that we feel comfortable with. So right off the tee, got my line. Just got to trust it now. Keep something just below the wind. We'll be pretty happy. Just don't want this ball to balloon up here as the wind is really picking up. Don't know if the wind is pushing that, but we are in the fairway. Ooh, chill out there, little buddy. Ended up cutting a pretty good amount. Took a nice divot, and I think the wind just took it a little bit. It started off with a draw and then came back and cut a little bit, so we like that though. Let's see how we did. Here's another fun spot here. We have about 138 to the pin from what my readings are. A bit of a problem here is that the wind is pretty strong head on, and 9-iron, I'm a little worried if I give a nice full swing to a 9-iron, which will go about 145, my ball is just gonna balloon up, and I don't wanna deal with that. The wind's at least 8 miles to 10 miles an hour head on. So I think if I can play a nice, just draw up there with like a chippy knockdown 8, should be pretty good. Just feels like the right club. So we're gonna trust it here. Pulled it. It is cutting a little bit, luckily, but not a bad shot. Just a little too strong on the left, just off the green. But you know, there's a reason we're a 13 handicap and not single digit yet. Not every shot's gonna be perfect. We're just thankful for when things obviously pan out in our favor. And unfortunately that time it didn't, but it was still a nice shot. Let's fill our divot, get up there, get once again, drop a nice dime there with our chip, and we should be good. Currently through 4, we're currently only 1 over. So that is an executive course, no par 5s, which is usually the death of me. But it's a nice day out, man. Let's do this. All right, so we left ourselves a bit of a tricky chip shot here. Luckily we didn't get into the bunker, even though the bunker is our friend lately. Looks like we got some mud on the ball, which might be interesting. Yeah, we're just gonna hit a nice little chip to get us up and over. It should be good. Just want to pop this up to land just on the fringe here. Should be good enough to get to the green. Keep rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep rolling, rolling, rolling. Not a bad effort. Ended up staying fairly straight, which is never great, but we'll take it. Got a very decent look for par, honestly. Yeah, this one's tricky. I'm not getting too much. Just gonna trust what my original line was and what I saw when the putt came down, and just trust that. It's exactly what it was. Center of the cup, saving par there. Oh! Yes! Through 5, only 1 over. We might play our best round of golf, but that is going to do it for today's video. Wanted to keep it short, don't want to make these too extreme. I love you guys so much for showing the support on these videos. They've been a ton of fun. Big thank you to Stephanie. It's like 100 degrees out here and she's not complained at all. She's out here killing it as my beautiful camera woman, also my partner in life. But anyways, what this video was about, I was having so much fun and doing so well, but obviously the irons. So what I would recommend buying that isn't this exact iron set, so you can get the Titleist T150s for under $1,000. If you buy them used, you can get them for even less than that. So my biggest recommendation by far and away is making the effort to buy used clubs and then retrofitting them. It's what I do with most of my clubs. If I can find a good deal for the heads, even if they have shafts on them, I'm just gonna take them out and you can customize them to fit your needs. People that say, oh, don't get fitted for used clubs, is honestly a bunch of baloney. The shafts is what matter, in my opinion. Getting the right club head, they're all the same club head, right? Okay, so sorry about that. The camera died, but what I'm trying to say is buy used clubs when you can. It's so much cheaper, so much more cost effective, and you can retrofit them to making them make sense for you. It's what I do with most of my clubs, and it's how I'm able to play golf, get the best gear I can at the most affordable cost. So the T150s I bought for $700, if I'm not mistaken. They came from Japan, came a little late, but After waiting 2 weeks, I got the club of my dreams and I was able to build it to my spec, putting my specific shafts on them that I like. I bought those on eBay for 200 bucks. So for sub $1,000, I pretty much got club fitted, which is just a beautiful feeling in my opinion. Other clubs I really like are gonna be the Mizuno 223s. Still have that forgiveness in my opinion, while giving you a very player style profile head, which I really enjoy. There's also, I mean, the Titleist T200s are another option. Where a little more forgiving, a little bigger behind the ball presence-wise and appearance, but still a great club. I dabbled with the T100s, but I just didn't like them. They were a little too unforgiving for me. So, like I said, check those clubs out. I can promise you they're gonna work for you. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Have a great day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for another video on this 30 for 30 series. Deuces!